All right, here we go. Past 2 days of training, I got these new safeties that are helping me have some confidence when lifting these big weights. In case anything happens, it'll just uh, be caught by the safeties, swing back, and come to the rack. So a lot more comforting having those there. um, but yeah, been a little bit now that I've added the first single and the single at 105% of my working weight. So I've been working with 365 on this day. This here is 385. This is the 105%. Let's see. Yeah, things are starting to feel better at this point. So past 2 days, I mean in the previous days, adding these 2 reps in was kind of difficult. It was starting to beat me up a little bit, and then it's gotten progressively like I've basically achieved adaptation. Like I'm getting better and better at handling this training load. Um, you see this at a 4 from yesterday. So this was my initial theory, was that like I had gotten used to the training load that I was handling. I just add a tiny little bit more, literally 2 more reps in the session. That adds up because I squat every day. 2 more reps in every single session is another 14 reps in a week, right? Like that's not negligible, and it adds quite a bit because I do them both as singles. So technically, I'm usually doing 4 uh, semi-difficult to difficult sets in each session, which is like a lot of sets in a week, right? Given the first single, pretty easy, but yeah. And I've been sticking to these ass to grass squats. They've been keeping my knees healthy, keeping me feeling good. So I'm gonna keep doing those, of course. Yeah. So I mean, not a ton to see. Uh, got my deep squat up to 185. This is the most I've put on the deep squat so far. And yesterday when I did this, I've been usually just doing triples on the deep squat. Yeah, yesterday when I did this, it was somewhat difficult. The 3rd rep actually required some effort to get up, which usually isn't the case when I do these. I just do these for knee health, so I take my knee through a full range of motion. It's really helpful for me. Is the difference is night and day between having pain in my knees and not having any pain in my knees. So of course I'm going to keep doing it. Skipped the pull-ups yesterday because my biceps were still beat up. My pull-up has not been handling the volume as well. Well, I didn't skip them. I just did a couple of body weight pull-ups to keep fresh and keep doing my pull-ups every day. And then I guess my next movement of the day was this overhead press. Overhead press is quite a difficult lift. I've been doing them strict, just trying to get better at them. And then this is today's session. Today I was a little more fired up. I was kind of excited. My friend had recently broken a state record in the bench press, and I had another friend who had pulled 500 pounds for the first time. So I was like, oh man, these guys are doing these big things. I gotta do my big thing too. I felt good. I came in, hit the 385. I don't know if you can tell that it moved any better than the previous day, but it felt like it moved better than the previous day. And felt great overall. And then today, this is the big set. This is the one that I've been anticipating for so long. This is 365 pounds for 5 reps. And you can see I'm just flying through it. I might have to loosen these safeties a tiny bit so they don't pull a little bit, but I don't feel that tiny little pull because I don't get all the slack out of the safeties. They're just straightening out just a little bit. But look at that. That was 4 reps. This is the 5th rep. Yeah, I mean, good for 6. I'm planning to do 6 tomorrow, probably. I was so excited about this. I'm still so stoked about this because this is the best set that I've ever done. Previously, my previous best was 365, 4 or 5 reps. And in order to get that weight, I had to pour my heart and my soul into that lift, into that set in order to accomplish it. Pretty hot today, so pull-ups without the shirt, and I'm just moving on to pull-ups with pull-up singles, just to see how that stimulus goes as opposed to the other one. And then still working on my ring dips, trying to get the stability to be able to do those and get the good range of motion and everything. But yeah, everything is coming together. I am adapting to these 2 reps that I've added, and the adaptation is positive now. I'm able to increase, hopefully, continuously into the future. We'll see what happens, but everything I do from here on out is breaking new ground, and that is super exciting.